So I've been around it. I know, and it's not something I'm unfamiliar with. I'm aware of what addiction can do and what it looks like because it's been in front of me my whole life. Both of my parents were in the program. They met in AA. And my dad had cancer when I was growing up. And when I was 12, he passed away from colon cancer. So it was just me and my mom from there on out. My uncle committed suicide from alcoholism, and same with my half brother. Just before my freshman year is when I went to my first party and had alcohol for the first time, and that was great. I felt alive inside. I felt like I was a part of something. I could be outgoing and talk to people. I didn't feel so closed off and scared of what people would think of me. I was fun. I was funny. I could talk to the boy I liked. I could talk to those girls over there that I was chasing their acceptance for so long. So alcohol provided me this like blanket of confidence. We don't party because it's not fun. We party because it is fun. So I started to party a lot. Friends at school were like prescribed ADHD medication. I'd pop those in the middle of the day. Like, it's fun to not be in me because I don't even know who me is. Got out of high school and was presented with community college. It was easy to do. It didn't cost a lot of money because we were paying for it out of pocket. And so I'd rather go get stoned than go to class, Dropped out of most of my classes. Then I met this guy. I ended up getting pregnant. And what do we do when we get pregnant? Well, we get married, because that's what, a good Catholic girl would do, right? And wanting to have this like family structure that I never really got to have growing up, I had my child and I was gone. And he's at home with dad, or, dad's working and I'm at home during the day, and I don't have this relief of getting away from anything, and I'm stuck at home all day, so I want to go out, and I want to be with my friends, and I go out all night, and I don't come home. Obviously, it ends in us separating, because he won't do what I want him to, damn it. It's him, it's not me, it's him. I'm the poor soul here who's trying everything she can. And, we separate, and I move back in with my mom. I was teaching preschool for so long, and waking up hungover to go deal with other people's children gets really agitating. So I stopped, and I went to work in a bar. There's a lot of drugs, so I'm in the back snorting Percocets before I start my shift, selling Coke on the floor. The fact that I knew I wasn't being a good mother, but it didn't matter. I felt like there was never going to be a better way of life, and that this is how I was doomed to live for an eternity. This guy finds me in his bathroom with a knife to myself, and I'm cutting myself, and I'm crying, and I'm just loaded beyond imagination. Thank God he takes it away, locks me in a room, and keeps me there until I sober up for a few hours. Knowing my mom's in the program, gets on the phone with her, puts me in a cab, and sends me home. That was August 30th of 2015. And that's when I went to my first AA meeting. And they ask, those of you in your first 30 days to stand up and give your name. And my knees just buckled. Now I look back, and that's God, really keeping me in my place. That's my higher power, just you need to sit the fuck down. This is bad. And I did, for once. I shut my mouth, and I listened to what was said. And after the meeting, these women just came up to me and, bombarded me with love. And for the very first time in my life, this self-confidence and this love that I never knew I could have within me starts to grow and flourish. And I get to get rid of all of this baggage and hurt and pain that I've caused people and myself and in the past, and all the choices I've made by putting drugs and alcohol first. That gets to disappear from my life. I don't have to walk around with that anymore. And I learned this new way of life that involves love to a degree that I never could have imagined. Now today, I get to be a present mother, and I get to raise this beautiful little girl who's never gonna see her mom like that, who's not gonna know what it's like for her in that world. And I get to work with people on a friendship basis who trust me and call me and depend on me for things because they know I'm reliable, and I'll show up and I'll do it, and I'll do it well. I always thought that I would be alone inside, and that I would not ever amount to anything, and that I was never worth amounting to anything. And now today I know that that's not true, and I am.